The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Say it louder so your other eye can hear you.
It looks beautiful, but I don't know anything about her. So it's hard to develop some sort of admiration or connection with women when they're written very two-dimensional.
Drama is brewing between Jenna Ortega and the Walt Disney Company, and it's spicier than you think. Disney's been pulling every trick in the book to lock her in. Picture this. You're Hollywood's next big thing, handpicked by a studio giant, with millions riding on you to revive a legendary fairy tale princess. Then suddenly, poof, it's gone. Your name scrubbed, your crown handed to someone else. How does that even happen? Well, today we're diving deep into Rachel Zegler's stunning fall from grace, Jenna Ortega's massive win, and the Snow White saga that's got Hollywood's jaw on the floor. Buckle up, this is messy.
When I did television shows when I was younger, they would take us to media training, or they would call it, Disney 101 or something like that, where you would go and they would give you a notebook and pencils and paper, and they would say, okay, you're gonna post 3 times a day.
This was Jenna's main reason for eventually walking away, sparking major creative clashes from the start. Let's rewind. Rachel Zegler was just another hopeful until Steven Spielberg plucked her from obscurity for West Side Story. She killed it. Critics cheered, audiences adored her, and suddenly, she was Hollywood's new obsession. Disney wasted no time, sliding her the lead in their live-action Snow White remake. It was a role of a lifetime. Since 1937, this character has been untouchable. Spielberg's golden discovery had officially hit the jackpot. Or so it looked. But behind the glitter, the first cracks in the glass slipper were already forming.
She's now bragging about the success of Snow White, which is a movie that's going to lose hundreds of millions of dollars, and mainly because of her, and because nobody wanted to support her.
Yeah, we had more dwarfs than we did viewers in most of these theaters. And as you know, there were no dwarfs other than some CGI weird generated version of them. It's the old, it truly is go woke, go broke.
Disney had a big plan. Take the old Snow White, the dreamy damsel waiting for true love, and flip her into something modern. Rachel was all in. She pitched it loud and proud. This Snow White wouldn't need saving. She'd be a leader, a fighter, a modern icon. On paper, sounds bold, maybe even genius. After all, the 1937 original, with its swooning princess and shadowy prince, felt ancient to some. But not everyone wanted to toss the classic magic into the vault. That's when the tension started. Small at first, then catching fire faster than Disney could control.
Don't alienate half of the country when you're putting out a product meant to appeal to all. It's the Michael Jordan Republicans buy sneakers too. Every one of the 18 hours I am in this Snow White dress, I expect to get paid. If it's 18 hours, I want 18 hours of pay. I'm sure she got underpaid as a Disney lead actress.
It didn't take long for Rachel to start making waves in interviews. She didn't hold back, calling the original prince a stalker and brushing off the romance like it was some outdated relic. To lifelong Disney fans, that was sacrilege. One offhand stalker prince comment lit up the internet like a bonfire. Twitter exploded. Hashtags went nuclear, and suddenly, Rachel's name was trending for all the wrong reasons. What she thought was just cheeky banter hit loyal fans like a gut punch, and the backlash was brutal. But the real drama, that was still to come.
People have real problems and no one gives a shit if she got paid for 17 instead of 18 on her multi-million-dollar salary, which is not calculated by the hour. So she just encapsulates everything that most of us cannot stand about modern-day feminism and the left in general.
Turns out, the drama wasn't just online. It was simmering behind the scenes. Word started leaking about chaos on set. Rachel and her co-star, Gal Gadot, Disney's evil queen, reportedly couldn't stand being in the same room. Creative battles broke out over tone, script changes, and even marketing strategy. Sources say Rachel dug her heels in, insisting on her feminist spin, while others pushed to keep some of that vintage charm. The production team was fractured before they even shouted action, and the fallout was about to spill onto the big screen.
You cannot both be a leader as a female and fall in love and be rescued by a prince. Like, that's incongruous. That's only the left's version of what it means to be a strong woman or female empowerment. That's her thanks to Steven Spielberg, who discovered her and made her. So she's an ingrate, she's annoying, and I think she's probably 2 and done.
When the movie finally hit theaters, it tanked hard. Tens of millions gone. Empty seats everywhere. The box office numbers were so grim. People joked there were more dwarfs on screen than in the audience. Disney had gone all in. Ads, tours, interviews, merch. But none of it stuck. Critics pounced with the now famous go woke, go broke jab, blaming Rachel's polarizing promo run and the film's edgy makeover. This wasn't just a flop, it was a flashing red warning sign. Disney had to act fast.
So, I mean, this woman has clicked every box. And just for cherry on top at the end, she gave an interview last week talking about how they were basically a bunch of white supremacists on the set of West Side Story, where Steven Spielberg and co. were demanding that she prove how Latina she really is, since her name doesn't sound Latina. And she was angrily saying, did I have to bring in my little abuelita for you to believe that I was Latina?
Then came the whispers. Rachel was being quietly iced out. Disney pulled back. Paramount scrapped a thriller she was circling. Legendary yanked her from a 2027 monster flick. In Hollywood, blacklisting is an ugly word, but suddenly it was everywhere. Practically overnight, she went from Hollywood's a girl to a hot potato nobody wanted to touch. Studios don't gamble on bad press, and between the tanking box office and her public controversies, Rachel became the ultimate risk. But here's where the plot twist walks in.
And if she hadn't have opened her mouth, I think that this movie might have done well. They might have just been able to ride on the hopium of the movie and some well-cut trailers, and people would have paid to go see it, and then it would have fallen off when people knew it was garbage. Rachel Zegler made it so hateable that you really sabotaged and took hundreds of millions of dollars from the studio. I don't know how anyone would ever want to go into business with her.
Every single white male is a piece of shit, and the woman is the hero, and all authority is bad, and all business is bad, but government is good as social. And most people don't know what they're watching. She, unfortunately, sort of pulled the curtain back, and people knew exactly what was going on.
Enter Jenna Ortega, fresh from her Wednesday domination. She's got momentum, charm, and zero baggage. Disney wasted no time. They handed her a clean slate Snow White reboot, free from the baggage of the last run. Jenna was the anti-Rachel. No messy feuds, no viral rants, just a bankable star with fans ready to ride or die. For Disney, this wasn't just a casting. It was a lifeline. And the move? It would send shockwaves straight back to Rachel.
Yes, Toolman.
Yeah, I have a clip of it.
Oh, okay, great.
Her being a retard.
Okay.
It's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White.
That laugh.
That is
Not going to be saved by
You
the
wrote
prince.
it?
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
Rachel never saw it coming. Sources say she was blindsided, devastated as her dream role got handed to Jenna. She was Snow White, the face, the name, the brand. Now, she was replaced by someone trending for all the right reasons. Her team scrambled for damage control, but Hollywood's already whispering toxic. The offers aren't just drying up, they're evaporating. And while the rejection stings, this is now a much bigger story than just one actress losing.
Our rights are on the line, folks.
The
Our
right to buy
reproductive
Cosby
rights.
sweaters?
Come on.
That's the face
Go
of a
vote blue.
serial killer.
And if you disagree with this sentiment, just hit the unfollow button.
The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Say it louder so your other eye can hear you.
So we didn't do that this time.
This whole saga is Hollywood's brutal reality check. Cross the fans, sync the box office, and you're done. Rachel's arc is a masterclass in how fast the tide can turn. She hit every pitfall, trashing a beloved classic, clashing with her team, and losing millions to studio. Meanwhile, Jenna's playing the opposite game, polished, likable, safe. Disney's banking everything on her to turn things around. But here's the real question. Can Rachel ever recover, or is this the final curtain?
You don't particularly see people who, look like me or are me playing roles like that. So it was definitely when it got announced.
He wasn't a stalker, by the way.
Thing that was like trending on Twitter for days because all of the people were angry. And so it was like
those people.
Very much this, yes. It was this
people that
awakening
we need to educate, the people that we need to love into awareness.
love them in the right direction.
So here we are. Rachel's out, Jenna's in, and Disney's holding its breath. One star's career is spiraling, another's rocketing upward, and an 88-year-old fairy tale is suddenly the center of Hollywood's biggest drama. Will Jenna's version win back the audience Rachel lost? Can Disney avoid another box office disaster? And what about Rachel? Will she fade quietly or fight her way back? This isn't just a casting change, it's a full-blown Hollywood showdown. And trust me, the ending hasn't been written yet. What's your call?